I just feel like you just start going all over the place.
Okay, then you said there's a lot of stuff that we can say, so let's stop.
And we're going to talk about that.
Okay, no.
Drew's team meeting on the Real Housewives of Atlanta showed a completely different side of her life because instead of focusing only on friendships and drama within the group, this moment showed what is happening behind the scenes with her career, her business, and the people helping her manage everything. What immediately stood out to me was how much Drew actually is going on. Sometimes on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, it is easy to only focus on the disagreements and personal drama, but this scene reminded me that Drew has been working in entertainment for a very long time.
I wasn't doing no ponytail like that.
Hello. We got the whole gang here. Thank y'all for coming. As you all know, this is Keon, my new manager.
Hello.
Hey, Keon.
Hey, girl, hey.
Right. Keon is new to the team, and y'all are all here because I value each and every one of you, and all of y'all have really served an important purpose in my life in different capacities, but really have helped just kind of keep the ball moving.
How many people are on your team and what do they do?
I have my personal team, and then I've got my business team, which Danny is my driver/assistant. Walter does my hair, and Leah has to get my clothes, and Freedom does my makeup. Tavia is my publicist. I have Tony, who is my assistant that I trust, that's known me my whole life.
It's 20 people.
Not 20. Did we count? Did you do a count? It was 20. I mean, I have a P&L statement, so everything is accounted for. I definitely pay my people. Let's just go ahead and clear that up. Because there's been some things that's been said, and that ain't true.
I'm very happy to be a part of the team. It's no I in team. I'm just really a collaborative kind of chick.
I have been acting since I was 8 years old, so it's not something I take lightly. In this new chapter that I'm entering, I definitely want to go for some bigger roles. I've also been writing and doing music, and Keon has managed a lot of artists that I look up to. I'm literally rebuilding from being a wife, taking care of my kids, letting my husband handle everything, to really just fulfilling my dreams because I am passionate about my career. She's not only going to be able to take my career to the next level, but she is going to help me stay focused on time and really organize this team.
I know it's not easy working with a lot of people. It's no judgment here. It's what is the problem.
I would say a lot of times I don't really know the issues that's going on. So I just show up and then I see things happening, but I got to get to my job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when I leave, then there's things that happen and then I hear about it. When Tavia is upset or Freedom's upset, bring
Some
new
old people need to be replaced.
All of it needs to get more of a organization, a ebb and a flow, to where sometimes I gotta work with people I don't like.
I've been playing her assistant when I shouldn't have to. It's supposed to be a team, but when you have somebody on the team that's lazy and not doing their job.
Hold on, I'm so sorry. Because what I'm not gonna do is sit there and let somebody tell me that I slack at an assistant. I can say she need a new wig stylist because you have her wig lifted.
I can do
but
your
I'm not
job
going to
better
do
than you
that
can
because at the
do my
end of the
job.
day, no, because you had a lot to say. And my thing is, there's a lot of times that you slip up on her hair and it looks terrible.
Please bring it up because the blogs have never said anything about her hair.
At the end of the day, yes, I don't get along with everybody. Some people think I might talk a little bit harder than whatever. I can feel like they say some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
I can
that's
say,
unprofessional though.
okay, you got put off the team how many times?
But I'm here now.
I thought so.
I feel like with you, Danny, we've had multiple breakdowns with conversation. We can be talking and it just goes left, and that's because you lack professionalism.
I think you lacked a lot of stuff. You sat
Like
there
what?
when you get drunk at the job. Let's be serious.
Well, hold on, Danny. You're not gonna say control
Freedom, you
over the
barely on the
conversation.
team.
I feel like Danny,
Freedom,
it gets very petty, and I just feel like you just start going all over the place.
Okay,
then you said
hold
there's a
on.
lot of stuff that we
Hold
can say,
on,
so let's
hold
stop.
on.
And we're gonna talk about that.
Okay, no. Danny.
You're a liar. I told Drew.
What have I said?
I said, Drew, I do not want to work with him, and I said it to you
Over there looking
multiple
like
times.
a double-stuffed Oreo, baby.
And Drew has
Need to eat
never.
less. So wait, because this is becoming demeaning and not informative.
Just be professional.
Sweetheart.
Like, I just don't understand why it's so hard. I can't even begin to think about performing if I got to deal with y'all fighting. There was a situation in Chicago where I was performing and took a flight, and then when I landed, I heard that there was an altercation. That should never happen. Firing people is not my forte. I'm very loyal, and I feel like everyone served an important purpose in my life, but I know that sometimes it may be a little too crowded. I need to make sure I have a team that is really for me. If you don't respect me for the business that I have, I need to figure out who needs to go and who needs to stay.
We gotta fix it. And I don't mean fixing other people. I just mean fixing ourselves. Okay. We have to show up. We have to do better. And the pettiness gotta stop.
Between acting, music, appearances, and everything connected to her brand, there are a lot of moving pieces happening at once. But at the same time, this meeting showed that having a lot of people involved does not automatically mean everything is organized. The biggest issue I noticed was that there were too many opinions happening at the same time. A strong team is important, but everyone has to understand their role. When everybody feels like they have the final say, things can become confusing very quickly. That seemed to be one of the biggest problems Drew was dealing with. Instead of one clear direction, there were multiple voices trying to control different parts of the situation. The new manager immediately stood out because she came into the conversation with a different type of energy. She seemed focused on structure, organization, and making sure everyone understood that the priority needed to be Drew and her career. Sometimes a team needs somebody who is willing to step in and separate personal feelings from business decisions. That is exactly the kind of energy the manager appeared to bring into the room. On the Real Housewives of Atlanta, we see a lot of personal relationships, but business relationships can be just as complicated. When people work closely together for a long time, the lines can become blurred. People start feeling personally attached to decisions, and that can create conflict. That is why this meeting became messy. It was not just about work anymore. It became about personalities, opinions, and different people feeling like their perspective mattered the most. One of the biggest moments was the conversation about Drew's image, especially when the discussion about hair and styling came up. That moment showed how direct everyone was willing to be. Hearing criticism from people around you is not always easy, but when you are in entertainment, every detail matters. The way someone looks, the way they present themselves, and the team behind those decisions all play a role in the final result. But there's also a difference between giving helpful feedback and creating unnecessary tension. That balance seemed to be something Drew's team was struggling with. What I actually liked about seeing this side of Drew is that it showed the amount of work that goes into building a career. People see the final product, but they do not always see the conversations, disagreements, and planning that happen before anything reaches the public. This scene gave a glimpse into that process. Drew is not someone who just appeared overnight. She has been acting, singing, and working in entertainment for years, so maintaining that career requires having people around her who understand the bigger picture. However, this meeting also showed that changes might be necessary. Sometimes loyalty keeps people around longer than structure does. You can appreciate people who have supported you while still recognizing that adjustments need to happen. The new manager seemed to understand that. She did not appear interested in all the extra drama happening around the room. Her focus seemed to be getting everyone back on track and making sure the business side was handled correctly. That is something Drew might actually need moving forward. When everyone has access and everyone has an opinion, things can easily become overwhelming. There has to be leadership. There has to be organization. There has to be a system where everyone knows exactly what they are responsible for. Without that, the team becomes chaotic. Another thing that stood out to me was how this entire situation showed Drew in a different light. Usually, most conversations around her this season have been connected to personal conflicts, but this showed another layer of who she is outside of the group. It showed Drew as someone managing a career, making decisions, and trying to keep everything moving forward. At the same time, it also showed that being the person in charge comes with difficult choices. Sometimes being a leader means having uncomfortable conversations with people you care about. If certain things are not working, they have to be addressed. The meeting might have looked messy, but sometimes messy conversations are necessary because they expose problems that were already there. The worst thing a team can do is pretend everything is perfect when there are clearly issues happening behind the scenes. By the end of the conversation, it felt obvious that Drew has talented people around her, but the structure needs improvement. Everyone cannot be leading at the same time. Everyone cannot control every decision. A successful team needs communication, boundaries, and clear responsibilities. This moment on The Real Housewives of Atlanta was interesting because it showed the reality behind managing a career. It is not always glamorous. Sometimes it involves disagreements, difficult conversations, and realizing that changes need to happen. Drew's team meeting may have been chaotic, but it also showed that she is still working, still building, and still trying to figure out the best way to move forward. The biggest question now is whether Drew can take control of the situation, organize her team, and make the changes needed to take everything to the next level.